Imagine a life where you are no longer affected by the harsh words of others, the cruel actions, or the unfair treatment you may face. A life where your peace is unshakable and your heart remains untouched by the negativity around you. This might sound like an impossible dream, but it is not. In fact, it is entirely possible, and it starts with understanding a few key truths that will change how you view life, pain, and relationships. In this video, we will explore how to break free from the cycle of emotional hurt, how to protect yourself from the pain others may try to inflict, and how to find inner peace that no one can disturb. You may wonder, how can I stop being hurt by people or life's challenges? Is it even possible to live without feeling emotionally wounded? The answer is yes, and the key lies in turning to Allah, understanding His wisdom, and learning how to master your emotions. Every single one of us has faced hurt at some point in our lives. Whether it's betrayal from a friend, an insult from a stranger, or the weight of life's hardships, these experiences can leave scars. But the good news is, you don't have to stay in that place of pain. With the right mindset and faith in Allah, you can learn to rise above the hurt and live in a state of peace and emotional freedom. In this video, we will uncover the spiritual and emotional tools that Islam offers to help you break free from the chains of emotional suffering. By the end, you will realize that nothing and nobody has the power to hurt you unless you allow them to. And once you understand that, you will be able to protect your heart from the sting of negativity and reclaim your inner peace. But before we dive in, make sure to like this video, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers so you can continue to receive content that helps you grow stronger in faith and spirit. 1. Understand that pain is a test from Allah. Pain is a part of life. We cannot escape it. Whether it comes in the form of physical suffering, emotional heartbreak, or spiritual despair, pain touches everyone in different ways. But what if I told you that the pain you feel is not a sign of punishment or a result of fate, but rather a test from Allah? This simple yet profound understanding can completely change how we perceive our struggles. In Islam, everything that happens is part of Allah's divine plan. No moment, no event, no experience is random or without purpose. Every moment, even the painful ones, has a deeper meaning. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, uses pain to test us, to purify our hearts, and to elevate us. He does not burden us beyond what we can bear. Every trial, every difficulty you face is specifically tailored to your strength and your ability to handle it. Think about it this way. When gold is refined, it is placed in intense heat to remove all impurities. The gold does not complain about the heat. It endures because it knows that the pain will lead to something valuable and pure. Similarly, when we are put through difficult times, we are being refined. Our hearts are being purified, our sins are being forgiven, and our faith is being strengthened. Allah uses pain to remove the things in us that hinder our growth as His devoted servants. Allah does not obligate anyone beyond his capacity. For him is what he has earned, and on him what he has incurred. The pain you are going through has a limit, and you are capable of bearing it. Allah will never give you a trial that you cannot overcome. Instead, He will provide you with the strength and patience needed to face it. Moreover, trials bring us closer to Allah. When things are going well, we often forget to remember Allah. But when hardship strikes, we turn to Him in desperation. In those moments, we feel His closeness more than ever. It is in our pain that we realize how dependent we are on Him. We ask for His help, His guidance, and His mercy. We make dua, supplication. We seek forgiveness, and we pray. These are the moments that strengthen our relationship with Allah. So, next time you face pain, remember that it is a test from Allah. It is an opportunity for growth, purification, and spiritual elevation. Rather than focusing on the pain, shift your focus to how you can endure it with faith, patience, and trust in Allah. Remind yourself that you are not alone in your struggle, and that every trial is a step towards a stronger, purer version of yourself. Allah's love and mercy are with you, and no pain will last forever. The reward of your patience will be waiting for you, both in this life and in the hereafter. 2. Allah will heal your heart. Heartbreak, grief, loneliness, and despair, these emotions can pierce deep into your soul, leaving you feeling empty and wounded. Sometimes, it feels like no one can truly understand the pain you carry. It's as if the world has turned cold, and your heart feels shattered beyond repair. But dear brothers and sisters, Allah is the ultimate healer, and He is the one who can mend every broken piece of your heart. When people let you down, when relationships hurt, or when life brings you sorrow, Allah is there to comfort you in ways that no human being can. He is the only one who has the power to heal your heart completely. No matter how deep the wound, no matter how much it hurts, Allah's mercy is greater than any pain you might experience. When your heart is broken, remember that you are never alone. Allah sees your tears, hears your cries, and feels your sorrow. When people leave you or betray you, it's important to remember that Allah is still there, holding you, comforting you, and guiding you. Turn to Him, and He will heal your heart in ways you never thought possible. Allah's healing also comes through the support and love of others. Often, the way Allah heals our hearts is by sending people into our lives who can comfort us, offer advice, and remind us of the beauty of patience and trust in Him. But even in moments when people are not physically present, the remembrance of Allah and the connection to Him can bring immense relief. So, when you feel your heart aching, turn to Allah. Make dua. Ask Him to heal your heart, and He will. Whether it's through His direct mercy, the comfort of the Quran, or the kindness of others, Allah will always provide healing for your heart. And remember, no matter how deep your pain, you are never alone. Allah's mercy is always with you, and He will heal your heart in the way that is best for you. 3. Seek refuge in Allah, your protector. When life becomes overwhelming, when trials seem unending, and when you feel like you've reached the end of your strength, there is one constant truth you can always rely on. Allah is your protector, and He is always there to grant you refuge. No matter what hardships or dangers you face, seeking refuge in Allah is the key to finding peace, security, and protection. In Islam, we are taught to seek refuge in Allah at all times, especially when we are faced with challenges, fear, or uncertainty. This act of seeking refuge is not just a ritual, it is a reminder of the ultimate source of strength, protection, and guidance. Allah is the only one who has the power to protect us from harm, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual. When you feel vulnerable or helpless, Allah is the one you can turn to for refuge. Allah's protection goes beyond physical safety. When we seek refuge in Allah, we are asking for His protection over our hearts, our minds, and our souls. Life can be difficult, and we often face emotional turmoil, confusion, and stress. In these moments, Allah's refuge is not just a shield from external dangers, but a source of peace within. His protection brings calmness to our hearts and serenity to our souls, allowing us to find clarity in the midst of chaos. But seeking refuge in Allah is not just about reciting verses from the Quran. It is about sincerely turning to Him in times of need. It's about trusting that He alone has the power to protect us, and that nothing happens without His will. When we place our trust in Allah, we can find comfort in knowing that He is the best of protectors, and no harm will come to us that is not part of His divine plan. In every moment of fear, uncertainty, or difficulty, remember to seek refuge in Allah. When you face challenges, call upon Him with a sincere heart and know that He will answer you. Allah is the one who protects us from all harm, and He is the one who guides us to safety, peace, and tranquility. Trust in His protection, and remember that you are never alone. Allah is always by your side. 4. Forgive and be free. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful acts a person can do. It is not always easy, especially when we have been hurt deeply. However, forgiving others is a key step toward true freedom. Freedom from anger, bitterness, and the chains of resentment that can weigh heavily on your heart. When we forgive, we are not excusing the wrongs done to us, but we are choosing to release the emotional burden that comes with holding on to grudges. Many times, we carry the weight of someone else's mistakes, allowing their actions to dictate how we feel, how we live, and even how we treat others. But when you forgive, you release that hold they have over you. You no longer allow their negativity to poison your peace. Forgiveness gives you the power to move forward without the weight of past hurt weighing you down. We are not only relieving ourselves of emotional burdens, but we are also earning Allah's reward. When we forgive, we emulate the behavior that Allah loves, which brings us closer to Him and purifies our hearts. Forgiveness, then, is not just an act of mercy towards others. It is an act of mercy towards ourselves. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or unforgiveness, it doesn't hurt the person who wronged you. It hurts you. It eats away at your peace of mind and keeps you stuck in the past. But when you forgive, you let go of that negative energy and make room for healing, peace, and joy in your life. It is important to note that forgiveness does not mean you forget the wrongs done to you, nor does it mean you allow people to continue to hurt you. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength and maturity. It's about choosing to release the emotional weight that comes with holding a grudge. It's about freeing your heart so that you can live in peace and focus on what truly matters in your life. Allah's forgiveness is limitless, and He encourages us to forgive others as He forgives us. Forgiveness also helps us grow spiritually. It is an opportunity to purify our hearts and to break free from the negative emotions that cloud our judgment and hinder our spiritual progress. By forgiving, we embrace the high moral standard set by Islam, which calls for us to be patient, kind, and merciful to others, just as Allah is merciful to us. As you move forward in life, remember that forgiveness is an act of liberation. It sets you free from the pain of the past and allows you to move forward with a heart full of peace and compassion. Don't allow the wrongs of others to control your happiness or define your future. Choose to forgive, and in doing so, choose freedom. Allah has given us the ultimate example of forgiveness, and by following His guidance, we can free ourselves from the chains of resentment and anger. 5. Stop letting people control your emotions. One of the most empowering steps you can take in life is to stop letting others control your emotions. So often, we allow the actions, words, and attitudes of others to dictate how we feel. Whether it's a harsh comment, an unfair situation, or someone's negativity, we sometimes give others the power to affect our emotional state. But true strength lies in taking control of your own emotions, no matter what others do or say. When we allow others to control how we feel, we give them power over us. We become reactive instead of proactive. For example, when someone insults you or disrespects you, if you react immediately with anger, hurt, or frustration, you're letting them control your emotional response. Your peace and calm are no longer in your hands, and that can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. But what if you could rise above these external influences? What if you could stay calm and composed, regardless of how others behave? This is not just a practice in emotional discipline. It is a spiritual practice that aligns with the teachings of Islam. Allah has granted us the ability to control our own emotions, and we are encouraged to remain patient, calm, and composed, regardless of the behavior of others. It is important to understand that your emotions are your responsibility. Just as Allah holds us accountable for our actions, He also holds us accountable for how we respond to the actions of others. No one can make you feel angry, sad, or frustrated unless you allow them to. The power to control your emotional state lies within you. By recognizing this, you can make conscious choices about how to react to situations and people. In everyday life, this practice can take many forms. For example, when someone insults you or criticizes you, you have the choice to either let their words affect you or to rise above it. If you allow their words to hurt you, you give them control over your emotions. However, if you choose to remain calm, ignore the negativity, or even forgive them, you regain control over your emotional state and peace of mind. This is the essence of emotional resilience. Patience and forgiveness are key to not allowing others to control your emotions. When you practice patience, you are not only protecting your emotional well-being, but also gaining the rewards of Allah's mercy and blessings. The more you practice controlling your reactions, the more you strengthen your ability to handle life's challenges with grace and dignity. At the same time, it's essential to set healthy boundaries. This means that you do not allow others to treat you disrespectfully or take advantage of you. You do not have to tolerate toxic behavior or let others manipulate your emotions. You have the right to stand up for yourself, but you must do so with wisdom and patience. Responding with anger or frustration will only escalate the situation and give others the power to control your emotions. Instead, set boundaries with kindness, maintain your calm, and walk away from negativity if necessary. It is also helpful to remember that every person's actions are a reflection of them, not you. If someone is rude or disrespectful, it says more about their character than it does about yours. Don't internalize their behavior or allow it to reflect on your self-worth. You are worthy of respect, and you have the power to control your emotional responses. Recognizing this can help you detach emotionally from negative situations and prevent them from affecting your peace of mind. Remember, the key to stopping others from controlling your emotions is to find peace within yourself first. Take time to reflect on your own thoughts, feelings, and reactions. When you feel your emotions being triggered, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that you are in control. You do not need anyone else's negativity to dictate your emotional state. You can choose to respond with patience, kindness, and inner peace. The more you practice emotional self-discipline, the more you will find that no one and nothing can disturb your peace. When you align yourself with the teachings of Islam, you begin to recognize that true freedom lies in your ability to maintain your composure and remain steadfast in your faith, regardless of the challenges or people around you. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey today. I hope you've gained valuable insights on how to protect your heart from emotional harm and find peace in the face of life's challenges. Remember, nothing and nobody can hurt you unless you allow them to, and with faith in Allah, you can rise above any pain or difficulty. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more content that will inspire and strengthen your faith. Share this video with anyone who might need a reminder that their peace and happiness are in their hands, guided by the mercy of Allah. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember, Allah is always with you. Until next time, take care, and may your heart always be filled with peace and light.